Damn. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is Mo. This is my channel, Mo Nation. So in this video, I'm just going to be giving some advice for anybody starting out or anybody just looking for some type of direction. This video may be for you. So I will be doing a video, my full opinion on the mighty S300H. It's been about a month now that I've had it. And this video was actually supposed to be that video for that, but it just was not working out for that. So let's go ahead and get this video started. So my first piece of advice for any up and coming detailers, or anybody that want to start this type of business, is to basically question everything. And what do I mean by that? If you're watching something on YouTube, you see somebody do something or whatever, ask questions. Question everything, and not just about what they doing. I'm gonna give you two examples. So if you watching, you get on YouTube, you click on, detailing videos, you have a channel pop up and they doing like stupid dirty cars, and that's all that channel is doing, is stupid dirty cars. So it gives you the impressions that that's what detailing is about. Question everything. Question, just ask, why does this channel do only dirty cars like that? Do they ever do cars that's not so dirty? Ask yourself that question. A lot of these channels like that, a lot of times what they won't tell you is they actually pay people, or they actually go and find these cars to be able to make content with. They're making money off of the content and not the actual car, okay? And another example will be you watching your favorite YouTuber, right? Favorite detailing YouTuber. But you start to notice that, hey, this guy talks more about his classes. He talks more about, things that he teach. You could pay for the classes, online classes or whatever, more than they talk about detailing. Why is that? This person has no employees, no nothing, but he talks about a lot of classes. Think about this. Why? Question that. And the answer to that question is that person probably makes more money off of the classes than they do running a detailing business. The detailing business is to get you in there and then to teach you something that they're not really doing themselves. So that's just my opinion on that. That's my first piece of advice to anybody that wants to start this type of business. Question everything and just think about it. Think about why somebody's doing something. And then that leads into my next piece of advice, which is don't believe everything you see on YouTube. Don't believe everything you see on Instagram and Facebook. A lot of times people are posting unrealistic results. As a person that edits himself, you can manipulate the video to make the results look better than what they were. Okay? That is the honest truth. So don't believe everything you see on YouTube. Just like I said, from the first piece of advice, question everything. Somebody's saying they're making $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 a year with no employees, no nothing. They doing it all by themselves. You ain't gonna get in order for your business to grow, you have to have some sort of team. You're gonna have to have some sort of team. So that's my next piece of advice for anybody that's starting up is family and friends would be the least supportive people around you. For a lot of y'all that's gonna start this business, a lot of them are gonna look at you as car washers. That's what they're gonna look at you as, which is no issue with that at all. That's just what they view you as. People who are gonna support you the most is gonna be people that you've never met, or people that you've met one time, and that's it. But yeah, I'm telling y'all, I've went through that. Some of my family is like that as well, and you just gotta push through it. When you go through that phase of running a business, is just push through it. The people closest to you will not support your business like you think they will. So this piece of advice I said on the Detailing with TYE channel is to keep track of the money that you're making. That was one mistake I made when I first started my business. I wasn't keeping track of the money I was making, so I didn't know how much I was making. So how do you know you're making $1,000 in a week or $2,000 in a week if you're not keeping track of it at all? At least like write it down on paper, whatever. Put it on whatever, a spreadsheet, whatever you got to do. But keep track. I mean, if you keep track, you'll notice that, hey, I can do this full time. Trust me, y'all. That's what happened to me. Once I started keeping track, I was like, damn, I actually made $1,000 this week. I actually made $3,000 this week. I actually made $4,000 this week. I could really be doing this and not have to go get a 9-to-5 anymore. I can do this how I want to do it. No matter how hard this is gonna be, try to be confident in everything that you're doing, y'all. That's something that I struggle with a lot. It's just my confidence. So when you're talking pricing, when you're talking services, when you're doing anything or talking to a customer, be confident in what you're doing, because they can feel that type of stuff. They can see it. It's like they can see it in your eyes that you're not confident with your price, and it gives them some type of advantage to kind of hassle you on your prices. Do stuff out of your comfort zone, all right? Which means, y'all, I used to not be comfortable in front of the camera. I don't like speaking a lot because I don't say a lot of the words right. People always picking on me about how I'm saying some of the words and stuff like that. So that's out of my comfort zone. So do stuff out of your comfort zone. Now y'all see me. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I'm making these YouTube videos and all that stuff like that. Like, get out there and do stuff out of your comfort zone. You have to. If you want to grow your business, in my opinion, you got to do stuff that you're not comfortable with. And when you start getting comfortable, you got to make yourself uncomfortable. You got to do stuff like that. Don't get too comfortable, because things could change in a matter of a couple of seconds. Another thing I want to say is, make sure you take care of yourself physically and mentally. That is something that physically I am working on, somewhat, barely, but I need to start exercising more. I need to start getting enough sleep, and all that stuff, having a schedule and all that stuff like that. Make sure you take care of yourself mentally and stuff like that, because a lot of times, so if I go work for somebody, I'll come back home physically tired. But being that I work for myself, not only am I physically tired, I'm mentally like drained. Like I can't go no more sometimes. And it gets like that. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. It get like that. So make sure whenever you have that feeling of wanting to quit, or you feel like, man, right now mentally I can't do it, it's okay to take a break. Like, it's okay to take a day or two off, or you got to do what you got to do, because you don't want to be making big decisions based off of how you feel or like your emotions or anything like that. So like I said, just make sure you take care of yourself physically and mentally. Physically, that's what I'm trying to stop eating fast food so much, and eventually start maybe going for walks or runs or whatever. So I'm really trying to do that, so I can just be better, just feel better, not feel as sluggish as I was before. My last piece of advice for y'all is to don't be afraid to ask for help. That's something that I struggle with as well. Like, I'm so used to just doing things, like being independent and not having to rely, or not really having anybody to rely on, and that sometimes I struggle with just asking for help, like with stuff that I'm not good with, which is like grammar and all that stuff like that. I'm just like, whatever, I'm just gonna put it out there. So never be afraid to ask for help, even if it's like with detailing. Just don't be afraid to try to find somebody to come with you, and you gotta not split 50-50, but break them off something or whatever, do that. But just like I said, for the fifth time, don't be afraid to ask for help. That's something that I struggle with. So, and whenever you feel like quitting, just remember that those hard times is going to determine what you're going to do in the future or where you're going to be at in the future. So remember that a lot of people that have businesses have been doing it for a very long time. So don't ever feel like you're not where you're supposed to be at. There's a lot of people who've been doing this for 10, 15, 20 years. They have put their time in to get where they're at. So they done toughed it out through the hard times and had a bunch of good times and came back, fell down on the hard times again. But they keep going with it. So thank you for watching. I hope you have had a great day, and I'll see y'all in the next one.